Hi there, it's Dr. Rich Mclean, and today I'm speaking to the space with a heart filled with both pain and determination. I'm here to share my story, a story that exposes the dark underbelly of a system that has failed to protect the rights and dignity of individuals with disabilities like me. The Charter of Human Rights for a person with a disability was meant to be a beacon of hope, a promise that we would be treated with respect and equality. But for me, and so many others like me, that promise has been shattered. I've become a victim of exploitation and homelessness, trapped in a web of injustice that seems impossible to escape. Article 10 of the Charter guarantees our right to protection from exploitation, violence and abuse. Yet I've faced years of exploitation, victimisation and oppression at the hands of those in power. I've been cast aside, my worth diminished and my humanity ignored. Article 12 ensures our right to equal recognition before the law, but my attempts to seek justice through legal channels have been met with failure and frustration. I've been denied legal representation, leaving me to face a complex legal system on my own. My pleas for help have fallen on deaf ears as I've been ignored and rejected at every turn. Article 9 asserts our right to live independently and be included in the community, but instead I find myself, I've been homeless and on the verge of homelessness again, stripped of my basic human right to a safe and stable home. I'm left to wander, cast out from society, a victim of neglect and indifference. And then there was the day when the darkness became too much to bear and I attempted to take my own life in February 2021. It was a desperate act out of a person pushed to the brink by the relentless exploitation and victimisation of me. But even in my darkest hour, the truth was whitewashed and my pain and suffering was brushed aside as if they didn't matter. But I still refuse to be silenced any longer. I refuse to be a statistic, a casualty of a system that has failed me and so many others, and I stand here today to demand justice and to demand that the exploitation and homelessness that has been inflicted upon me and others be recognised for what it is, a grave violation of our human rights. I am not just a victim, I am a survivor, a warrior in a fight for justice. I will not back down, and I will not yet yield to the forces that seek to silence me. My voice will be heard, and I will not rest until those responsible for my suffering are held accountable. I call upon each and every one of you to stand with me in this fight, and let us raise our voices together, demanding that our rights be upheld, that our dignity be respected, and that justice prevails. The Charter of Human Rights is not a mere piece of paper. It's a powerful tool that should protect us from exploitation and victimisation. Let us use it as a weapon in our fight for justice, a shield against the forces that seek to oppress us. My failed legal challenges and whitewashed suicide attempt are not just isolated incidents. They're a reflection of a deeply flawed system that perpetuates the suffering of those with disabilities. And we cannot allow this to continue. We must demand change, demand accountability, and demand justice. So I'm speaking into this space today as a testament to the resilience of my human spirit, a spirit that will not be broken by exploitation and neglect. And let's forge a path forwards to a future where the rights and dignity of all individuals with disabilities are upheld and where homelessness and exploitation are simply not permissible. Thanks for listening to my short speech. I hope we can stand together, united in our fight for justice and equality, and let us be the change that we want to see in the world. My name's Dr. Rich Mclean. I'm an unwitting scapegoat and a targeted individual of the Australian government. I suffer from a disability, but I've been vilified and exploited and oppressed, and to my human rights detriment. I'm standing up for myself in order to get my justice and to attest for the profound amount of prosperity that's been redacted from me, and that my human rights abuses have refused to be investigated, and the problem is systemic and it's political and it's affecting me right now, and I refuse to let this go any longer. Attorney General Mark Dreyfus, I'd like you to intervene, please, and I ask all parliamentarians to please pay attention to my injustice issues, and let's get over this impasse, which has seen me become an infamous vagrant and a political scapegoat and prisoner. Thank you.